So apparently the Fever just leaked their starting five. According to this graphic right here.
Have you heard the buzz? It's more like a roar. Rumors are swirling, whispers turning into shouts, all thanks to what appears to be a leaked starting five for the Indiana Fever. This isn't just any lineup change, this feels like a potential earthquake in the WNBA landscape. Social media is ablaze, analysts are scrambling, and fans are buzzing with anticipation because this isn't simply about 5 talented players taking the court. This is about the possible formation of a bona fide super team, a constellation of stars aligning in Indiana. Is this the dawn of a new dynasty, a team poised to dominate for years to come? Or is the excitement premature, a case of hype overshadowing reality? The basketball world is holding its breath, waiting to see if this leaked lineup truly signals a seismic shift in the league's power structure.
Sophie Cunningham, the first player off the bench to provide lineup versatility and shooting. Either way, there are a lot of options. And yeah, this is apparently what it's going to be. Caitlin Clark at the 1, Kelsey Mitchell at the 2, DeWanna Bonner at the 3, Natasha Howard at the 4, and Aaliyah Boston at the 5. Obvious.
Prepare for a jolt of electricity because the names surfacing in this leaked lineup are nothing short of sensational. Leading the charge, the phenom herself, Caitlin Clark. Alongside her, the scoring dynamo, Kelsey Mitchell. Adding veteran poise and versatility, Dana Bonner, bringing defensive intensity and rim-running athleticism, Natasha Howard, and anchoring the paint with dominant presence, Aaliyah Boston. Just say those names aloud again, let the sheer star power resonate. We're not just talking about a collection of skilled players, we're looking at a potential starting 5 boasting not 1, but 2 Rookie of the Year award winners. And to amplify the magnitude, it's rumored that 3 of these elite athletes are commanding max contracts, signifying their status as top-tier talents in the league. To envision all 5 of them stepping onto the court together from the opening tip-off, that's not just a lineup, it's a declaration. It's a bold, unequivocal statement of intent. It has instantly catapulted the Indiana Fever into the must-watch category, transforming them from an intriguing prospect into a team capable of capturing the league's imagination. But amidst this fanfare and excitement, a surprising narrative twist is emerging.
Because in order for the Fever to achieve the goals that they have in front of them, everyone is going to need to buy into their role, and it's up to Stephanie White to put the best lineups out there, the best lineup combinations, and all of that. I took a stab at projecting what the starting 5 will be, and it's, not a huge leap, but obviously Caitlin Clark's going to be the point guard.
The all-time great.
When you think about the great point guards and post players that our game, not just our league, but our game has seen, they are going to go down in history as the greatest. And I'm excited about the opportunity to work with them. I'm excited about the opportunity that we have to build from those starting points and build out, and for the longevity that those two could have in Indiana, in Indianapolis, and hanging banners in this building.
Perhaps the most compelling aspect of this whole situation isn't even the dazzling starting 5 itself, but rather the unexpected and remarkably positive reaction from veteran Sophie Cunningham regarding a potential shift to a bench role. In a league often dominated by ego and individual accolades, Cunningham's response has been refreshingly selfless. Instead of the anticipated drama, the potential for resentment, or the typical star player pushback, sources indicate she is genuinely embracing this new opportunity. Could this be the elusive ingredient that separates contenders from pretenders? Is Cunningham's mature, team-first attitude the secret catalyst that will unlock this roster's full championship potential? It's a captivating subplot that suggests the Fever organization might have cultivated something genuinely unique, a team culture that prioritizes collective success over individual spotlight. However, the question lingers, is this outward positivity authentic and sustainable? Or is it merely a carefully constructed facade designed to project an image of unity while internal tensions simmer beneath the surface? The answer to that could very well dictate the trajectory of this team's season.
Kelsey Mitchell, the shooting guard, the most potent backcourt in the WNBA. I think DeWanna Bonner will be the Swiss Army knife kind of player at the 3.
I am really excited, and I didn't come here for the spotlight. I didn't come here to have more eyes. I came here to win. And I really do think that with the group that we have, that we are going to win. We are going to get a championship.
Let's now turn our attention to the dynamic duo at the heart of this Indiana Fever project, the transcendent Caitlin Clark and the dominant Aaliyah Boston. These two aren't simply teammates sharing a jersey. They are forging a partnership that could potentially resonate throughout the annals of WNBA history. Adding further weight to this notion, even coach Stephanie White, in a moment of perhaps calculated hyperbole, has openly hinted at their potential to achieve legendary status, suggesting they possess the capacity to become the defining point guard post player tandem the sport has ever witnessed. Consider the synergy. Boston's unparalleled footwork and low post mastery, perfectly synchronized with Clark's almost preternatural court awareness, laser-precise passing ability, and limitless shooting range. Their on-court rapport is still in its nascent stages, a mere seedling of potential, yet it's already generating moments of pure basketball artistry, hinting at the breathtaking heights they could reach together. But can they realistically shoulder the immense weight of expectation now being placed squarely upon their young shoulders? Can they consistently deliver on this promise of greatness, transforming potential into tangible championships? The basketball world is eagerly watching to find out.
Natasha Howard fills that hole that they had at power forward, especially they were lacking somebody who could run the floor, catch and finish. Aaliyah Boston is the center who doesn't hunt for shots, but can be a key cog on both ends.
When I just kind of heard what they were doing, and of course you have Caitlin, who's drawn eyes from all around the world. That was like, why would I not? Why not be a part of something great? You go from Diana and now you're going to a team who is going to be a contender for a championship. And so I'm stoked about this year. I'm really excited for the players, but I'm also excited just for the community and the relationship and the culture that you guys have here.
While the spotlight understandably shines brightly on the projected starting five, it would be a critical oversight to underestimate the profound depth that permeates this Indiana Fever roster. Sophie Cunningham isn't simply resigned to a bench role. She's strategically positioned to become a genuine game changer, a dynamic sixth woman capable of swinging momentum and injecting energy whenever she enters the fray. Then there's Lexi Hull, a defensive pit bull renowned for her relentless perimeter pressure and clutch three-point shooting, providing crucial two-way contributions. Brianna Turner, often unsung but undeniably vital, injects interior physicality and screen-setting prowess, creating space and opportunities for the team's offensive stars, and anchoring the second unit with veteran leadership and astute playmaking is Sydney Colson, ensuring seamless transitions and consistent offensive execution. This isn't your typical scenario where the quality of play noticeably diminishes when the starters take a breather. The Fever bench is demonstrably loaded with talent, each player possessing distinct skills and a clear understanding of their role, collectively poised to not just maintain but potentially intensify the pressure on opposing teams. The critical question, however, is whether this paper depth will translate into tangible on-court success against the established elite of the league. Will this theoretical strength in numbers prove decisive when facing the likes of the Aces and Liberty in high-stakes playoff scenarios?
It was already tougher to load up on Kelsey Mitchell last year because Caitlin Clark was there. And when Kelsey's able to get out in transition, she's so fast. And when she's able to take you one-on-one, there ain't much you can do.
We're going to be a phenomenal group. I'm excited for all the other pieces that came in this offseason with me. And so when I really see what I can do here, I'm confident in that, but I really am just excited for the big picture of what everyone brings to this team.
Discard any preconceived notions of predictable, static point guard play. The Indiana Fever, according to emerging reports, are poised to unleash Caitlin Clark in a revolutionary offensive scheme, one that transcends traditional positional constraints and draws direct inspiration from the dynamic, motion-heavy style popularized by Steph Curry. Envision a system where Clark isn't tethered to the top of the key, orchestrating plays in a conventional manner. Instead, picture constant motion, a whirlwind of off-ball screens, intricate cuts, and Clark perpetually relocating to exploit defensive gaps, emerging from unexpected angles to unleash her signature long-range bombs. The overarching strategic objective? To systematically dismantle opposing defenses, to induce chaos and confusion, and to stretch defenses to their breaking point. This isn't about rote play calling. It's about fostering player empowerment, encouraging instinctive decision-making, and liberating the team's offensive creativity within a structured framework. This offensive philosophy, while ambitious and potentially groundbreaking, is inherently complex and demanding in its execution. Can the Fever players, both seasoned veterans and emerging rookies, master the the nuances of this intricate system? Will they be able to consistently execute this high-motion read and react offense against the sophisticated and adaptable defenses prevalent in the WNBA? The answer to these questions will ultimately determine whether this offensive revolution translates into on-court dominance or tactical frustration.
So I saw Sophie Cunningham talk about how she is thrilled to join a supporting role next to Caitlin Clark and that she's playing on a stacked Fever squad.
Looking back at the previous season, it's undeniable that the Fever faced significant challenges in key areas, most notably in terms of defensive consistency, rebounding tenacity, and overall team toughness. However, the calculated off-season acquisitions appear to be laser-focused on directly addressing these identified weaknesses. Dana Bonner, a seasoned veteran with championship pedigree, injects invaluable defensive savvy and positional versatility, capable of guarding multiple positions and providing crucial leadership. Natasha Howard, a proven disruptor on the defensive end, brings relentless energy, exceptional athleticism, and a knack for forcing turnovers and igniting fast breaks. Sophie Cunningham, beyond her offensive skill set, is also recognized for her inherent grit, her tenacious on-ball defense, and her unwavering competitive spirit. Even Sydney Colson, while primarily known for her offensive orchestration, contributes a heightened level of defensive awareness and veteran experience to the second unit. Collectively, this strategic influx of seasoned players introduces a palpable surge of defensive steel and mental fortitude into the Fever's team identity. But are these additions truly transformative enough to elevate the Fever from a team languishing in the lottery to a legitimate playoff contender, capable of withstanding the physical and mental rigors of a championship chase? Will this infusion of grit and defensive prowess be sufficient to overcome the established defensive powerhouses in the league and propel Indiana to the upper echelon of the WNBA?
It's Sophie Cunningham, who I mentioned before, who I do think will be the first player off the bench because of all of the things she can bring to the team, where they can go small with her and spread the floor. I mean, you can go real small. You could play Howard at center and Cunningham at the 4, something like that. Really space the floor out and give teams a different look. She can play a traditional spot on the wing, of course. And she has a little bit more, I think they're listed at the same height, but she has a little bit more length and size, I believe, than Lexi Hull. And that's, another shooter out on the floor.
Adding a layer of intrigue and speculation to this already compelling narrative is the perplexing situation surrounding Tammy Fagbenle. Her visible presence at off-season workouts and inclusion in team promotional materials strongly suggested she was an integral part of the Fever's long-term plans. Furthermore, her starting role during last season's playoff push and her demonstrable contributions to the team's defensive identity and rim-running capabilities seemed to solidify her value within the organization. And yet, in a move that has sparked considerable debate and raised eyebrows across the league, when Indiana submitted its protected player list for the expansion draft, Fagbenle's name was conspicuously absent, with the team opting to shield Darius Dantas instead. The immediate question that arises is why? While acknowledging Dantas' undeniable talent and potential, Fagbenle appeared to be a more seamless fit alongside Caitlin Clark, possessing complementary skills and a proven track record within the Fever system. Could this seemingly counterintuitive decision be indicative of a more intricate, long-term strategic maneuver by the Fever front office? Is it a calculated gamble to unlock alternative lineup configurations, to strategically cultivate future trade opportunities, to diversify the skill sets within the second unit, or perhaps even a combination of these factors? This unexpected roster decision strongly suggests a deeper game being played behind the scenes, a multi-layered strategy that extends beyond the immediate composition of the starting 5. What hidden agenda, what long-term vision is guiding this seemingly unconventional personnel choice? The answer, for now, remains shrouded in mystery, fueling speculation and adding another layer of fascination to the Indiana Fever's unfolding story.
And then there's Lexi Hull, who was relied upon a little bit too much a season ago. Lexi's a little undersized to guard some of the players that she had to guard and would get in foul trouble. And when she got in foul trouble, it was really debilitating for the team. Now I think she can bring that energy all the time and not have to worry about the foul trouble because of the lineup versatility that they have. For Lexi, the key is, can she continue to hit at the clip from 3 that she did the second half of last season? And she's got to get better at finishing around the cup I mean, that's an area of improvement.
The narrative is undeniable. The Indiana Fever have orchestrated a breathtaking metamorphosis. Emerging from the shadows of a prolonged rebuild, they have seemingly undergone a full-scale rebirth, meticulously assembling a roster that pulsates with talent, boasts impressive depth, and radiates a palpable sense of purpose. Anchored by seasoned veterans like Bonner, Howard, Colson, Turner, and Cunningham, and energized by a dynamic young core spearheaded by the electrifying Caitlin Clark and the dominant Aaliyah Boston, the Indiana Fever are no longer content with simply playing catch-up. They have unequivocally declared their arrival as contenders, setting their sights firmly on the ultimate prize, a WNBA championship. But the critical question remains: are they genuinely prepared in this nascent stage of their ambitious project to translate this undeniable potential into tangible championship contention? Only the unfolding drama of the upcoming season will provide the definitive answer. However, one irrefutable truth has emerged. The WNBA landscape has been irrevocably altered, and the Indiana Fever are poised to become a central, captivating force within it. What are your honest predictions? Can this newly assembled Fever squad truly ascend to the championship summit this season? Share your thoughts and insights in the comments section below. And if you are committed to staying at the forefront of all the electrifying WNBA action, make absolutely certain to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and activate that crucial notification bell so you never miss a single game-changing update. Click the enticing video now appearing on your screen for even more in-depth analysis and WNBA content, and we eagerly anticipate connecting with you again in our next thrilling episode.